Spiky Bits. Make sure you stay in the trenches. Help keep our channel ad-free by becoming a supporter over on Patreon and also scoring yourself some free miniature swag in the process. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Check out our site, spikybits.com, for all the hot hobby tutorials, news, rumors on all your favorite hobby topics. And head on over to thelongwar.net. That's the home of the battle reports for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of the Long War today. What's up, Hobby Maniacs? Rob Bear here today with an exciting look at the new products for this week. Of course, this is the new Space Marine, Chaos, and Limited Edition Collector Marine for Warhammer 40k that's coming out this week, April 16th. 2016. So let's take a closer look at these guys. It's pretty nuts. Like the whole Space Marine thing is really popping off right now. Like Games Workshop is really pushing them hot and heavy, and these new combo squads are an amazing way for them, I guess basically to sell us the same stuff over again, but in a different format. But there is a bit of savings. You know, Games Workshop doesn't do discounts, and everybody's like, yo, you need to lower your prices, you need to lower your prices. Well, I mean, if you think about it, this used to be a $50 box, and this guy used to go for $80 on eBay. Now, I'm not saying that he's still worth $80 or whatever it used to be, but, you know, when you only raise the price of a box by $10 and you get all this stuff in here, it seems pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, this guy was super highly desirable, and he's definitely worth more than $10 in my book, I feel like. So, you know, put him in a box set that may or may not sell as well as it used to, but now, you know, you got this, and it might replace the old box set. It's a way for them to raise prices, update models, but also give us the sweet discount that we all kind of want. And sell us new product over and over again, I guess. I mean, Terminators are actually good. If you take them as Cadre, they're even better these days. So basically, the new box set's pretty simple. It's exactly what we've seen in the past. You know, it comes with all the shooty dreadnoughts, or all the shooty Terminators there. You get the little clamp pack card that has the instructions on it that I'm sure we'll see him in clamp pack format at some point. You know, like I said, all the old sprues right there, and then you get this sprue here, which is the Terminator captain himself. So, you know, like I said, it's a good deal. There's no extra rules in here or anything, because these guys, you know, have rules basically ad nauseum at this point. I mean, a Terminator is a Terminator is a Terminator, and a captain is a captain is a captain. Bouncing over to the Terminator Command Squad. Now this is kind of like the same deal. You know, you get the old Command Squad there that's been around for roughly 10 years or so, but you also get the new Captain model right here, which was in the Strike Force Solog. He's kind of like got that Lady Gaga mask kind of thing, and I mean, it's a good looking kit. It's definitely a savings. I think it's $50. I think the old one was $40. So again, another $10 bonus right there. Comes with all the same stuff that you got before, and then of course the new Terminator captain guy right there, which, you know, he's just kind of like what we saw already, or the new captain, kind of like what we saw with the Terminator captain already. He just, you know, he's just taking it in his little you know, he's got his normal sprues here, he's got his little clam pack instruction manual card, and boom, there he is. We saw this guy before, but here he is again on his little clam pack sprue. So there's all that. No additional rules in here. They do come with the 32mm bases, which is you know, definitely nice to see, because those increasingly are becoming difficult to find, you know, both in the boxes you buy, but also separately on store shelves. It seems like Games Workshop really knocked that out of the park with that one by requiring people to, I guess, if you want, to upgrade all your model bases. Now, that's not to saying you have to, but it is, you know, sometimes advantageous rules-wise and also distance-wise for you too. So let's zoom in a little bit on the rest of these box sets here. So here's the Cultist Assault. Again, another repackage. This is the Aspiring Champion out of the Dark Vengeance box, and it comes with 21 miniatures, so including him, you get 20 Cultists. Cultists were generally going, you got a 5-pack for $15. This is a $45 box set. So right off the bat, you're already looking at basically a 15, 15, 15, 15, 60, plus this guy was, I think he was 25 when he was available as a clam pack. So you're talking an $85 box normally. Now comes at $45. So you save almost $40. It's almost a 50% savings if you want to pick up Cultist. And we all know how Chaos Space Marines are going these days. It's pretty much Cultist and Dinobots. So it's a good way to pick up the models. I'm not going to open this up and show you because I think we all know what this stuff looks like. There isn't a new rules or anything inside. And last box set, besides the special one that I'm saving for last, of course, is the Terminator Lord Cadre, which is, you know, all of the normal Chaos Space Marine Terminators, which went for $50, and then of course the Space Marine Terminator, or the Chaos Space Marine Terminator Lord, which himself went for $25. So now you're looking at a $75 price tag, now at the reduced price of $60 in the box set. So that's kind of cool to see. Again, they're doing, you know, the same stuff. Now this guy isn't on a clam pack. He was a multi-part kit that you can see right there. He's definitely bigger than a clam pack, of course, but there he is. And then of course you got the two, it's of course a two-part kit, and then you've got the two sets of the two sprues for the Terminators. Now these have been out for about 10 years as well, so they're already a fan favorite. You know, not exactly super viable in using Chaos in 40K. I mean, obviously I could talk for hours about how Chaos pales in comparison to some of its older books, and how, you know, to field Chaos you really have to kind of I don't know, play it a certain way that some of us may or may not think is fluffy, but then again, you know, who are we? We're not the designers of the game. I don't want to bitch. I think they got great models, but, you know, my version of Chaos is not what Games Workshop intends us to play, I feel like. So here's the limited edition, or I guess it's limited edition. I don't want to say anything's limited edition from Games Workshop anymore because they seem to always find a way to repackage it, right? But here he is, the Imperial Space Marine 2016, available on the web store this weekend, April 16th. I think he's free if you spend over $165, or you get him for a discount if you spend less, or he's $35, I believe, $35 if you just buy him right off the bat. So there you can kind of see some of closer look at him, and then of course the original, the very first Space Marine, which is the same model from 1985. I don't remember this one, to be quite honest. I mean, I remember it. I didn't buy it. It was, I think it was like a mail order exclusive, and, you know, mail order was the devil back in the 80s as far as my mom was concerned, so we didn't do any of that. We never send money through the mail, but, you know, if he was available in the store, I never picked him up. I did see him in some catalogs and stuff, but to be honest, he looked kind of wonky. I was just like, yeah, I don't really like that guy. But I did buy some of the other guys, like the dude with the two fists kind of squatting down, and then the guy with the little communicator on his wrist, which Forge World actually remade into resin, which I thought was pretty cool to see. So there's that, and he comes in this neat little kind of tray kind of deal here, so you can kind of pop him out. And of course he is basically just a glorified clam pack. So let's get this out of the way and zoom in a little bit so everybody can kind of see exactly what's going on, right? So there he is, computerized, so he's kind of split down the middle right there. He's got a choice of two different shoulder pads on the left, of course, or, you know, depending on which way you're facing it, and then the studded one on the model's left. And then of course he's got the disintegrator blaster here, and then his normal backpack, his head, and all sorts of other little details that you can put on him. And it's disintegrator pistol right there. And what's cool about that is, now here's the little instruction manual. It kind of shows you some stuff about him and how to put them together. And there he is. You know, like I said, he's the kind of the computer slice kind of type thing right there. And then you get back to here and you get your choice of the shoulder pad. But here's what's really cool about it is the rules for it. Now you can he's free. You can replace any of your Marines with this guy, and then he comes with the disintegrator bolter, combi bolter, and the disintegrator pistol, which basically cause instant death. Okay, so wow, all right, well that's pretty bananas, right? So it's an AP2 effect on all of that, but it gets hot, so there's a chance that he'll die and not get to use it. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. That's a pretty powerful thing, is the AP2 instant death weapon. You know, this can technically kill a Wraith Knight. Like, this little dude can kill a Wraith Knight, like, if they don't get their invulnerable save. Well, I guess not, because Wraith Knights are, okay, so I take that back. Wraith Knight's a Lord of War now, so it would do D3 wounds to it, I suppose. But anyways, you get, you know, that helps, you know. There's plenty of, I mean, you would instant death some of the independent characters out there, you know, like, that's kind of bananas. I mean, like, for free, and you get this, and the only drawback is every now and then you're gonna roll a 1. Okay, I'll take it. Yes, I like free. I accept your terms, Games Workshop. I will put this in my army. Now, I'm sure there's going to be folks out there that don't have access to this little guy, and maybe converting yours up is still okay if you got the rules. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I feel like the whole point is to spend the money to get the model, to play with it on the tabletop. But then this is a hobby, and there's always that hobby aspect. So, hobbying one up to have that cool looking disintegrator bolter seems okay to me too. In the back of my mind, I want to be that guy that says, no, you can't, because this is supposed to be an exclusive thing. But then the hobby side of me is like, yo, that's whack. Why are you doing that? So it's like trying to balance out both sides of my 40K fat kid psyche is difficult sometimes. So I think it's okay. I mean, once I start thinking about it, I think it's pretty dope. Obviously, a lot of folks are going to want these. They will be in a lot of stores this weekend. I'm sure we'll see them up on eBay. Who knows what these things are going to actually end up going for. Me personally, I'll probably hobby one. This is probably something I'm going to send out to my Patreon supporters. So, if you like getting swag every month, make sure you check out the patreon.com/spikybits to find out how you can support what we do here, keep us ad-free, and also score yourself some sweet swag.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. Thelongwar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.